Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thanks for tapping into another episode of Trapping T-Shirts with your boy Big Crooked, where we say you ain't gotta sell dope, just sell dope. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what kind of videos y'all want to see. Today, we're gonna be talking about turning yourself into a cartoon in Gimp. You will need a plug-in for this, but the link will be in the description. But what we'll do when we start off, we'll go over to the page so you can see what it looks like. That's Gray's Magic for image computing. If you click download and go down, you'll see all of the operating systems, and you just find yours and click the download and get it installed on your computer before you get started on this project. Alright, so now let's go ahead and open up Gimp to a new project. Let's get our brushes opened up, and then what we want to do is get an image of whoever you're trying to cartoon. So I'm gonna pull this guy in here, and we're gonna convert this thing over, and then first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna resize it. We gotta make this thing big enough to work on. We could just zoom in, but I like to resize it a little bit first all the time. I don't know, whatever your preference is. So now that we got that scaled, we want to start turning this into a cartoon. First thing we need to do is we need to get that head up off of there. Get us some head. Get us some head. Nah, I'm just playing. But to do that, what we want to do is go up here and grab our paths tool. But before that, let's zoom in a little more. So with this paths tool, what you want to do is you're going to be drawing a line around the head. And zoom out a little more so I can see, maybe a little more. Let's go down to 80%. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the paths tool, and then I'm gonna start clicking little dots starting at the beard or the bottom around the chin. Click little dots as close as you can to the edge, you know, where the colors separate. And then you want to go all the way around. Speed it up a little bit so we can get past this. Once you get around the bottom edge of the chin or whatnot, you can kind of just start clicking on the outside around the head to finish it up. But make sure when you get back down to the one where you started at that you hold the control key and then click it. Now you see you got the marching ants. I'm talking about they're going 2 by 2. So what you want to do is right click inside their head, go to select, and then go up to float. Now it's going to make that head a floating selection. So let's get the move tool so we can show you. At this right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and move it. Alright, you see that? I know you see down there, lift a little bit on the beard, but that don't matter. Beard big enough. So let's go over there to the right and then right click the floating selection and then move that to a new layer so it's on a layer by itself. Alright. Now that's its own layer. You see the marching ants are gone, so it's not selected anymore. So let's make this a little bit smaller so we can see the whole image again. Alright. So now we want to start making this thing into a cartoon. So I'm going to shrink the body down a little bit first. First things first, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be one of them big head cartoons. It's just a basic tutorial. You'll figure out this, everything the more you mess with it. So I'm going to go up there and grab the alignment tool after I got it scaled, and I'm going to get it in the center. The center and the bottom. Alright, so now let's go over here to the floating layer, which is the head. We could rename it, but let's go ahead and make it bigger. And then let's take it down and resize it to the body. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Alright, remember I told you don't worry about that extra hair that I left down there. Now you can't see it. But let's zoom in a little bit. And then we're gonna grab our warp tool. with the warp tool is how you're gonna start cartooning. If you go to the drop down menu for the warp tool, you see you have a few different options. I think what we're gonna go right now is grow area. So let's start warping this a little bit. I think I'm gonna start by making the lips bigger. You design this at your preference. You don't have to make anything bigger. You warp it how you want to with that drop down menu over there. You work on the eyes a little bit, maybe make the nose a little bit bigger so it'll fit. Like that. Make sure you hit enter after you finish before you go back to the drop down menu and go select another tool to work with over here. Let's go down to the body and let's go back over to the drop down menu for the warp tool and let's shrink some of this, make it smaller. I'm gonna start by the shoulders and yeah, the top of the shoulders, maybe go down, do the jacket a little bit. I'm liking the way it's coming out so far. Hit enter and then we're going to go back up and we're going to go to the grow tool, back to the grow tool, and we're going to make the jewelry, well I guess the charms a little bit bigger so you can see them a little more. Alright, we're going to hit enter and then what we're going to do, we're going to go back up to the head. No, let's go to the head. Click on the head first, and we're gonna make the eyes a little bit bigger. Yeah, I kind of don't like that, so we're gonna Control Z twice and get that out of there. We're gonna go back to the nose. Hit enter. Let's make it a little bit smaller and see what it looks like. We're almost getting there. I'm gonna go back down to the body and I'm gonna shrink that down a little more. Yeah, maybe like right there. And then let's go back up to the alignment tool. Make sure you click on there and get it back in the center. And then let's go to the head, change it to the move tool, and then move the head back down, reposition it on the body to your liking. Remember, this is your artwork. So let's go to the drop down menu, right click on that head and go to merge down. And what that did is it connected the head back to the body and made it one image. So now what we want to do is go up to filters and start cartooning this thing. So first thing, we're going to go over to enhance. Then we're going to go to noise reduction and we're going to take the strength and we're going to slide it over as far as it'll go, which is 32, and we're going to hit OK. So you're going to let that work and you're going to see it's going to make it out a little smooth. And we're going to go back up to filters and then we're going to go down to enhance and go to sharpen unmask. Then you play with the radius and amount a little bit to your likings. You know, kind of try to make it look like a painting or a hand drawing. So I'm gonna boost this amount up and then I'm gonna go change this radius to see what I like. And I'm gonna hit OK. And then after that is done, we're gonna go back up to filters and then we're gonna go to that gimmick plugin that we downloaded. Once this opened up, you see that drop down menu to the right, you want to go down to the repair tab. Once you open at the repair tab, you want to scroll down, keep going until you see smooth, the first smooth, and then hit OK. Might take a couple seconds for that to work. And once the computer's done, we're going to go back up to filters, go to recently used, and go back to noise reduction. We're gonna go back to that strength and we're gonna slide it all the way back over to 32. We could have just saved that as a preset, but hit OK. Alright, once that's done, go back up to filters, go back to recently used, and go to sharpen unmask. Now it's time to play with the amount and the radius again. You don't have to use the exact numbers that I'm using, do it to your liking. You know, I say dare to be you is your artwork. It's just a basic tutorial. I'm gonna boost that up a little more, way up there. Check the amount a little more. Alright, I like that. Let's go to OK. And then we're going to go back to filters one more time. Recently used and back to that gimmick plug-in. It should already be where it needs to be on this smooth and hit OK. Now we looking more like a cartoon, like a paint, like a hand drawing. Let's minus it down. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's change it to 8. About 4.5. 4.6. Alright, people. There we go, we got us a cartoon. Go down to that white layer, that's just the background, that's just the extra layer that I added, just to have that white background. Let's add some text. Go over there to your text. In the drop down, we're gonna change the color to black. And what better to use? What better text than trapping t-shirts? That's what we doing. That's why I told you dope ain't the only thing you can sell. You can trap t-shirts. Let's resize this a little bit. Don't worry about stretching it outside the line. You can move it over. Your font's still gonna be there. Let's grab the move tool, move this over. Let's move it down here now. Leave it there for a second just to resize it, make it smaller, move it up to the top right, and hit scale. Alright, let's get some color on this thing. Now we got this pink. Let's go up here to filters and go down to lights and shadow, and let's go to drop shadow. I got a little preset here. I call it fatback. Let's change that color. Hey man, the pink ain't down here. Let's just grab a pink. Right. Alright, hit OK. Let's go down to outline. Go back and grab another pink again. Alright, I like that one better anyway. Hit OK. And then let's go back up to filters. Hit reshow drop shadow and let's do the same outline again. Hit OK. We're almost done. Well, let's go back up to filters one more time. Repeat that drop shadow to make it a little thicker. And then let's go back down to lights and shadow and go to long shadow. Let's change the color to black for some definition. Hit OK. And then we'll go up here and change the length to our lighters. Oh, that's cool for me. I'm gonna go down and hit OK. And alright, gang, we got our cartoon. Hope y'all learned something today, man. It's been another episode of Trapping T-Shirts with your boy Big Crookie. Hey, don't forget to beat the cheeks off that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Trap some.